Beloved people of South Africa, this is Mandisa Mthembu, the incoming Prime Minister of Beulah, South Africa. This is the Democratic Arc platform, the new dispensation of democracy that will soon take over the government of South Africa. If you don't know who I am, please go through the videos I have made, all the presentations I have made. I have created a new constitution that will govern the people of South Africa with policies that protect our sovereignty and benefit national assets. There are policies that regulates banks, criminal banks, that I have written. There are policies that nationalize mines and the South African Reserve Bank. There are policies that have an agreement, youth and development agreement, where I have designed the SA Youth Skills Development Institute, where the youth and the majority of the unemployed people of South Africa are going to be skilled with the skills of the future on how to mine, on how to work in industries, technological skills. So all the FETs are going to be transformed and changed into SA Institute Skills and Development. So today, I'm introducing the National Fuel Security Plan Act, the National Fuel Security Act 2026. This act is for our country to move away from being dependent on foreign fuel fossils and to start producing our own petroleum, our own gas, and to build refiners and to employ and to skill people to work on those refiners. A country must be managed like a business because it's a business. And the people of the country are stakeholders. They are the owners of the country. So if a government does not put the people first or does not operate, if the ruling party does not operate as managers and CEOs of the national assets, they don't have right to rule over you. Thabo Mbeki, it pained me. A few days ago, I heard him speaking that South Africans are unemployable. The very same man who has sold ISCO, the company in Vaal, that was owned by the government, to ArcelorMittal. Now that the company is threatening to shut down. The very same man who has disabled the technical colleges is now claiming that South Africans are unemployable. So you see these leaders, they build nothing, they destroy. There's nothing that they build for us as the people of South Africa. The only thing they did is to destroy and sell our country to private, greedy companies, shell companies that seek to exploit South Africa. Most of them, they built nothing in their own capacity, but they own shares in those companies. Cyril Ramaphosa has built nothing in his life, but he owns shares. He's a billionaire. How does he get those billions that he owns? Patrice Motsepe, he has built nothing. It is ANC billionaire. He is an ANC billionaire. They are billionaires. They are puppets of capitalism, and they are destroying this country. So it is our right as community, as members of the public, to demand jobs from politicians, because when they campaign for votes, they promise to create jobs for you. If the government does not create a conducive environment for you to get jobs, it does not deserve to rule over you. A government must create a conducive environment. They must always adapt to change. They must always be innovative to create employment for the people. The reason why Africa has failed with minerals, Africa is the richest in minerals, is the wealthiest. We are not supposed to be having people from Zimbabwe, people from Nigeria flocking to South Africa. They are supposed to be maintained by their minerals. It's because of stupid, ignorant leaders, small-minded leaders who are short-sighted, who only think for the now. They don't think for the future. They don't think for other people. So you can't be a leader if you can't think for other people. So South Africa has had significant untapped offshore oil and gas potential, estimated at around 9 billion barrels of oil, but currently produces very little of its own because of lack of political will. The country relies heavily on imports for crude oil needs, with most supplies coming from Middle East and North Africa. This is why fossil fuels are expensive, and this cripples the economy. You can't be importing something that you can produce in your country if you have an excellent mind, as you claim to be. Why must we buy oil when we can produce? Why must we export things that we can refine here? Why must we export minerals while we can industrialize and produce them here locally to create jobs and to increase GDP? Why can't the politicians, if they are excellent, do that? The Fuel Security Act 2026 is South Africa's divine government's legislation designed to strengthen national fuel resilience, grow economy by shifting towards maximizing production and exporting, and implementing liquefied natural gas, LNG, and liquefied petroleum gas project in South Africa for expansion rapidly to meet rising demand driven by oil shortages caused by the Middle East wars. This innovative initiative will be balancing fossil fuels with clean energy for flexible hybrid systems. We cannot completely abandon a wealth of resources that our country have, like coals, oil, and gas, in fear of climate change. We have to build hybrid systems, put in innovative strategies to ensure that we do not harm the environment. Our economy relies heavily on fossil fuels for export earnings and government revenue. For us to increase gross domestic production, we have to embark on a bold and strategic mission of dual transformation towards energy diversification and economic resilience. The goal is to move away from importing expensive fossil fuels and start to increase domestic production of oil, gas, and coal, and supporting mass industrialization development in this country. This will create jobs for the people of South Africa. As the global energy transition accelerates, all South African energy sectors will experience a significant transformation, affecting how energy is produced and consumed. We have to explore opportunities to adapt our economic model to be self-reliant, self-sustainable economic models by producing our own fossil fuels. Repurposing a wide spectrum of oil and gas infrastructure and skills is pivotal to this transformation. South Africa, PEULA, will leverage its strengths in hybrid energy project design, chemical and thermodynamic engineering, and site preparations to construct a distinctive portfolio encompassing both of fuel and energy and emerging clean energy constructs with high transversality potential, including gas pipelines, sustainable for hydrogen transport and for refinery and storage facilities, followed by reservoirs for carbon storages and associated infrastructure. There's going to be work done in adapting existing gas pipelines for hydrogen transport and Transnet and Petro SA technical fitness is going to be needed for this. To guide workforce redeployment and upskilling, the divine government has established the Skills Development Institute to upskill the youth and the people of South Africa with skills of the future. Please check the videos for courses and skills that will be offered by the South Africa's Beula Skills Development Institute. We will be working on a reskilling and talent cultivation feasibility across the oil and gas value chain. Particularly, disciplines include oil, gas, coal, including geoscience, supply chain logistics, refining, and chemical engineering, while demonstrating high redeployment potential, positioning our nation to seize evolving opportunities in this journey toward energy diversification and energy stability and strength fuel resilience. The National Fuel Security Act 2026 comes into effect today, 5 May 2026. It is God Almighty Jehovah who gives us the power to get wealth. Jesus Christ is the source of all our blessings in South Africa, in this beautiful land of ours, Beula. Stay blessed. Thank you.